about this, and she said that she was going to, get some quotes from, she asked me if I wanted, and I said, yes, most definitely. I'm sure the council would always like to see other quotes, other prices, and so she did, and then that's when she said she would be here at the December, but I think November is about the earliest.
I think we just saw a request from her, we'd like to see it about at least October
By October?
If they know what
next
the,
year, so we,
they know what the quotes will be,
Okay.
we should. I mean, we do our yearly benefits out of work in September.
Yeah. Well, and when I first came, when I first arrived, when I started doing the budget, I asked her right away. I said, is there a certain amount? Because I know when I worked in the medical, it always raised like 12%. She said 12% is a good starting, but they came back this year with 14%. But I can.
I'm trying to think what the county additional was, and it don't come to me right now.
Now, I was speaking to John Cybrey, and he said that he works with a gentleman out of Vincent's, and that for his employees, he received really good.
It's probably the same one that Jim Franklin used to do, because John's had that same insurance for years, not when I worked there.
So anyhow, he did call me, and I told him that we were, be interested in seeing what he
They
has.
used to do this for the town, they wanted insurance, yes.
Did they?
Yeah.
And why did we switch?
At the time, they come in cheaper.
Did they?
They was both here, and they come in quite a bit cheaper.
Who was that? Who
Well, I
did?
know.
Thompson's,
Thompson.
the two we've been with the last 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, Thompson's very competitive, but I tell you,
He
it's
was at
always,
the insurance shop until this year.
I think,
Well, but it kind of switched, it kind of transferred. Jim Franklin, actually it was Jonathan Britton, I think, or Cole Wolford.
Oh, okay.
One of them kind of worked with Jim Franklin, and he kind of took it with him there.
Mhm.
That's what happened on
Oh,
that.
okay. Well, I know Maryland came in quite a bit cheaper. We're still a lot cheaper than we were last year.
Thompson's are, I mean, that's who I got my house and insurance with, and I can't ever beat them. I mean, anybody else, so I mean.
And I'll say Maryland's been great to work with. Anytime we have a problem, I called and been able to, she's been able to get these things straightened out.
yeah, I think quotes are always good. We don't have a huge employee policy, but it's not bad. It's not bad size as they go. But how do the employees feel about this, claim wise? Has anybody had claims?
That's HIPAA, we can't.
Right, we can't talk about that, but
Well, I mean, are they satisfied with the quality of service that they're getting?
Well, I believe the
I think we can talk
majority.
about that, can't we?
The majority of the problems, I did ask everybody to see if they were pleased with the insurance. I myself had no problem. They've been great. They've, done turnaround good. I know 2 other employees, they had problems with seeing Dr. Porter because they were coding it as a specialist instead of a regular MD. So they were coding it, and that required a different copay. So I was able to call Marilyn, and Marilyn did her magic and got it figured out, and those claims were refiled and it was reprocessed. The other problem was, because it was a new insurance, with any new insurance, you're gonna have to provide proof of insurance from the year before. And that was a problem for a couple of employees. They had to do that because they were new hires last year. So it was a little difficult. Their claims were being denied and denied and denied until they sent that proof in. But once again, I was able to work with Marilyn and she got it straightened out. So, as far as I know, one person might be opposed to that, but the other one seemed okay with it.
Now, of course, we're not covered, and we don't know how claims are processed on time and to satisfaction, but,
so the bottom line is you budgeted for 12%, it went up to 14% to keep the $500 deductible.
Yes, sir.
And you're still not comfortable with the town cover that extra 2%. I mean, as far as you don't know where the budget is or the monies or
No,
nothing.
I won't get the budget until next year, till
And how big a difference is that money on the
What
year,
was it?
12 to 14%?
13, was it
2%
2,000?
of,
Was it 2,000 and something?
so it'd be 2% of
Yeah.
47?
Yeah, it's like, it was 23, yeah, something like that. And I understand, it's just, 2,000 or 2,300, I totally get that, I mean, but, I'm faced with that as well, I have.
I know,
But my point is that this year our budget was dropped $40-some thousand. And whenever those, the salary is fixed and the insurance is fixed, and when it's dropped, we gotta start taking that away.
Well,
from
I
benefits.
understand that, but the only reason I'm saying anything is because, the employees are finding out very last minute like we are, and if we have to start making them pay, I would like to give them a little bit more notice and time to plan on stuff. That's the thing I'm looking at,
Yeah,
Well, if we can.
if we can, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we absolutely cannot, then yeah, we gotta do something else, but
and it's such a, it's versus the budget, the taxpayers' money versus employees, if they can make it or not, I totally see the line.
did you break it down to how much it would cost an employee a pay if we made the difference up with them?
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Oh, well, see, I'd like to know that before we tell them if they're gonna be stuck with something. I mean, the other night, everybody was shooting figures, I'm guessing, but I would like the exact, I think tell them it's gonna be $5 and end up being $15 or $17, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's very little we can do about it.
Yeah.
What did we allow in the budget for increase in insurance?
Just 12.
She allowed 12 and it went up 14.
It's going to be divided by the three funds, water and wastewater and then general. So if you break it down that, but.
So the bottom
Really,
line is just
yeah.
general's the only thing that's bothering you, because we know we're all right on the water and wastewater.
And that's, I think, excuse me, let me get my budget.
What if you took out the difference and put it in the health savings plan, because that's a tax write-off?
We don't have that. Well, I don't know what we can do at this point.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe this is something you just need to consider for next year.
Are we held to a 1-year arrangement?
It's just 1 year.
Would we do better if we had a 2-year contract? They're not gonna step out either, they're gonna protect themselves, so I doubt it, but.
I would like,
22.4 out of the general. That's what I allowed.
I would suggest talking to the insurance company if they can figure it in October, that'd be fine. If they can't, they're probably gonna add in enough to protect their own self. And we could lose if we try to work it too far away from the end of the year.
And I think this health insurance, this also includes the life insurance and the dental and the vision, so. I understand it's kind of 3 days till the end of the year, so I can find it somewhere, I just,
but what I'm saying, can we not, if your money, we got that short on the general, could it not be borrowed from the other two and paid it back at a later date?
I'll be honest, I don't know about all of that, how that, I know we can repay, the general can repay the water, I know we can do that, so, but,
This
I
can
just
only come
wonder-
out of certain funds, right?
I just wonder why, if it's 49, we're only budgeted for 22, we just take more out of the water and the wastewater.
Right.
But see, it's a third and a quarter. That's too much. I'm sorry, I don't know how
No,
else to,
And I just hate to pass either way, no matter, you know, what it is till,
do you want
No, I'm
to
good.
ask me to do something and then meet again just Monday just for that? And I can have some answers for you? I mean, I'm sorry I didn't,
that's New Year's Eve.
I know,
It'd have to be early in the day.
early. Okay.